So today on British Broadcast Corporation, we'll be joined by one of the soldiers that were serving during the Battle of Passchendaele. So, Mr. Pepe Julian Ozima, what happened during the war?
It was a very tragic situation that me and all my comrades experienced. There was a lot of shell fire when we first arrived. Bullets just whizzing all over our heads, and yeah, it's, that's as graphic as I can say it right now.
Thank you for your insight. So, Mr. Pepe Julian Ozima, about how many soldiers died during the war?
When I asked my superiors about that question, they said about 200,000 died. A lot of them were my friends, and it's just hard to see them go. Like if you see one of them get gunned down by like by a machine gun, you've got to control those emotions that are going through you at that moment and just move on and just weep for them after. It was very hard to do. I lost about 15 of my friends that day.
So, what were the conditions like during that battle?
Uh, During the battle, there was a lot of raining, so which created just like a lot of muddy situations that we had, like a lot of muddy positioning, and like a lot of times a lot of our men had to like hide in craters that were like filled with muddy water, and you could not see it. Like you cannot see the enemies at all because it was just very foggy at the end of the rain, and a lot of shelling overhead. Um, I just remember this one time that I was just trying to gun down one of the enemies, and then all of a sudden, a shell just hit like right beside me. My hearing went completely bonkers.
Sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties at the moment. So, Mr. Pepe Julian Ozima, please continue your statement.
So as I was saying, when I regained my consciousness, I looked to my side and I saw just a big ditch like that was just created by that shell. And like a lot of the men were still unconscious at that time, so I had to tend to them.
Thank you for that. For telling us about all the cons about the war and the casualties and the battle conditions, would you still recommend other people to join the army?
Yes, I would, despite the fact that I've seen a lot of casualties through my days here in this war. I still would recommend. Yes, I would. Mainly because pride for one's country is one of the greatest things that a young man such as myself could experience. And like there is no greater honor than fighting for your country.
Thank you.